What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday to you. Break number 1245 BD, 1245 BD. This is 2026, 2025-26 Donruss basketball hobby case. 16 boxes in the break. It's a pick your team break. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. There's 8. There's 4 more. And 4 more for 16. All right, good luck, everybody. Box number 1. What's up, Frederick? How are you? How you been, man? Amen Thompson. That is 25 out of 49. Chaz Lanier. Ivan Jackson. There's our first auto. Ryan Nebhard going to Dallas on the rated rookie auto. I am doing awesome, bud. I am doing awesome. Bill Self. Teja Stojakovic. Amari Williams, that's on the Mojo. Jerry Easter, 9 out of 65. Matthew Abel. Kareem Lopez, 1 out of 25. 1 out of 25. Yeah, the volume's working just fine. Should be working just fine. Check your, make sure you're not muted up at the top. You got the Warriors? Nice. Cam Jones. Jamal Crawford. Walter Clayton Jr. 58 of 75. Wei Lin. That is 69 of 199. Next auto, Noah Eskew. That is 18 out of 75 for the Bulls. Flory Badunga, that's 21 out of 149. Next auto, VJ Edgecombe, Fade to Greatness for Philadelphia, 56 out of 75. Baron Davis, 65 of 125. Dirk Nowitzki, 47 out of 175. Kyle Korver, 38 out of 75. Jerry Easter, Dwight Howard, that's Mojo of Elliott Cadu, 43 of 125. Come on, Malak on the Zero Gravity. Caleb Williams, 50 out of 199. Trey Johnson, that's 92 out of 125. Patrick Ewing, Bernard King, 18 out of 49. Noah Askew on the swish. Tony Kukoc, Iverson Malone. That one is numbered 112 out of 149. And that is box number 1. Box number 1 right there. Excuse me. Alright, box number 2. Packs are trying to get away. Alright, about that, guys. Alright, here we go. This is going to be better now. I had to see the cards again. I've only done this break once, so I always try and get a feel for the cards right away. box number 2. Here we go. Box number 2. Brandon Roy. Lambier. Arroyo. Ian Jackson. We got Darius Acuff, 131 out of 199. Come on, Malak on the Elite Series. This is 13 out of 99. Kevin McHale. The Worm, Dennis Rodman. That is 71 of 99. Hanson Yang. Tony Kukoc, that is 66 of 99. Taylon Peters, Matas Buzelis, Babatunde Oladuntun, 75 of 175. That is Baron Davis, 36 out of 149. Brian Hill. Our first auto, Jeremiah Fears. Jeremiah Fears on the driver's license. That driver's license, I don't see a number on it, but it looks like a 1 of 1. You know why? Because it is a 1 of 1 Jeremiah Fears driver's license. That one is going to the New Orleans Pelicans. 1 of 1 Jeremiah Fears. That's sick. Nice hit for New Orleans. These the non-NIL boxes? I sure hope so. There's too many NIL, man. Just way too many NIL in this. But you know what? It is what it is. That's why we sell the NIL spot by itself. Jim Boeheim, Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc, 11 out of 149. There's Kareem Lopez on the Net Marbles. Jean Tangi, 27 out of 125. Sion James on the auto. Sion James auto for Charlotte. This one is 83 out of 99. 83 of 99. Sion James for Charlotte. Nike Clifford, 38 out of 75. Matthew Abel, 40 out of 75. Cedric Coward on the swish, 35 out of 135. Dirk Corver. There's Isaiah Thomas on the Pandora, 3 out of 15. Tad Pettifor, 34 out of 49. Our last auto is Alex Constanza, 21 out of 25. box number 3. Box number 3. I have no idea what the NIL spot went for this time. I want to say the last week, it went for like 4 1/4. Box number 3, here we go. Doc Payton, we got Caleb Love, 115 out of 175. Asur Thompson, 29 out of 149. Trey Johnson's our first auto. Trey Johnson, that is 71 out of 99. Spike Lee going to the Knicks, 18 out of 49. Also that are in here that are college, that's Boston, and then these are Tennessee, and these are Butler. Yep. Just separate them. Nope. Nope.
Pro basketball?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Little interruption from the peanut gallery, my wife. Doing dinner and grabbing stuff from me. That's Lou Williams, 92 out of 199. Bernard King, Hall of Famer on the auto, 10 out of 49. Xavier Lee, 12 out of 75. Morgan Shelley. Nick Van Exel on the orange to 175, 168 out of 175. There's Dusty May, 38 out of 49. Micah Peavy, 32 out of 75 for New Orleans on the auto. There's Nicholas Hamenia. 95 out of 149. Amari Stoudemire. That is 127 out of 199. Trey Young on the Elite Series. That is 85 out of 135. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Trying to get myself organized here. Noah Penda. On the Mojo, that's Nate Robinson. 3 out of 125, EJ Edgecombe. Chaz Lanier, 69 out of 99. Bobby Knight, 24 out of 65. Amen Thompson. There is on the Peacock, Brooks Barnheiser for Oklahoma City. These are not numbered. Jeremiah Fears, 25 out of 99 on the Swish. That is box number 3. Box number 4. Box number 4. Yes, that's a 1/1 Jeremiah Fears driver's license auto. Here we go, box number 4. Elijah Arenas. That is 9 out of 49. Thomas Sorber on the Unleashed. Grant Hill. That is 105 out of 199. First auto, that goes to Matthew Abel, 24 out of 25 for the NIL. John Calipari on the Pink Lasers, 61 of 75. Elijah Arenas, 86 out of 99. Swish Hanson Yang, 70 of 75. KJ Evans on the orange, 135 out of 175. That is Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy on the I call it White Pandora. It's like a Pandora, but it's not numbered and it's white. It's pretty cool looking. Ryan Hampton on the auto. Ryan Hampton, 84 out of 99 for the NIL. That is Omaha Blue, 7 out of 149. Cedric Coward, 51 out of 199. There's Hanson Yang, 23 out of 135 on the Zero Gravity. Rip Hamilton, that is 106 out of 125. Cedric Coward on the Marvels. Amen Thompson, 27 of 99. Matthew Abel, 125 out of 125. Kingston Flemings, that is 21 of 175. Steve Kerr, Gold Stars, 21 out of 149. And our last auto goes to, that's another Jeremiah Fears auto for New Orleans, 15 out of 75. 15 out of 75 on the auto. I think that's the third auto for New Orleans. Box number 5. Box number 5. Alright, box number 5. That is Ian Jackson, 20 out of 75. Nick Van Exel. Dan Hurley, that is 70 out of 175. Kalick House, 26 out of 149. First auto, Mark Few. Mark Few, coach, 26 out of 49. Omaha Blue, 97 out of 199. JT Toppin, 120 out of 135 on the swish. Steve Nash, 120 out of 125. Our next auto goes to Oklahoma City. That's Gary Payton, the glove, 10 out of 49. Dan Hurley, 9 out of 10. That is a true gold, 9 out of 10. Salu Niang. Kingston Fleming on the mojo. 80 out of 125. Trey Young on the swish. Lance Stevenson, that's 95 out of 149. Malik Thomas, red, 11 out of 99. Muggsy Bogues going to Charlotte. That is 53 of 99. Gazelle, Yaxel Lenborg. That is 64 of 99. Barker. There's Elliott Cadu. 4 out of 10. True Gold. JT Toppin. 25 out of 49. Noah Penda for Orlando on the next auto. Noah Penda cracked ice auto. 25 out of 25. There's KG, Kevin Garnett going to Minnesota, 10 out of 149. Box number 6. Box number 6. Wittenberg, you're going to have to wait for the recap, my friend. There's a ton of autos, bud. So 3 per box. You've already gone through 5 boxes, my friend. So, and I'm sure that there's some NIL ones. Yeah, I don't know. Be completely honest with you guys. Right now, there's so many cards, I don't remember all the hits. If you guys want to know what you hit, if you have a team, just wait for the recap. We will recap all the hits and all the numbered cards. Hunter Salas. Garrett Queen on the Mojo, 5 out of 125. Cade Cunningham. Spike Lee going to the Knicks. The NBA champion Knicks, 32 out of 75. Roy Williams. Michaela Williams. That is 23 out of 175. Muggsy Bogues. That is 128 out of 149. That's Trey Young. Atlanta, 6 out of 25 on the auto. Trey Young for Atlanta. Gary Payton going to Oklahoma City. 138 out of 199. Zero Gravity for Detroit. Cade Cunningham, 73 out of 125. That is Tyron Stokes. On the Dragon, that is Micah Peavy for New Orleans. Micah Peavy on the Dragon, not numbered. R.J. Davis. There's Jamal Crawford for the Clippers, 68 out of 75. Donnie Freeman, 59 out of 99. Come on, Malak, 29 out of 75 for Phoenix. Magic Johnson for the Lakers, 145 out of 175. Next auto is Cam Jones for Indiana. Cam Jones for Indiana. It's a red auto. I think it's to 99. 75. 41 of 75. There's Matthew Abel, 57 out of 149. Jeremiah Fears, 71 out of 125. And our last auto for the Phoenix Suns, that's Amari Stoudemire. Amari Stoudemire. And that is a gold auto, 10 of 10. 10 of 10, Amari Stoudemire, gold auto. Box number 7. All right, box number 7. Kalik House, 6 out of 75. Joakim Noah. There's Jalen Stewart, Mojo, 108 out of 125. Will Richard, 59 out of 65. Will Riley, 37 out of 175. Kobe Sanders, 89 out of 149. First auto, going to the NIL, that's 54 out of 75. Braylon Mullins. Foil of Grant Hill. Gary Payton on the red. 96 of 99. Caleb Holt on the zero gravity. Norchad O'Meara, 49 out of 125. Next auto is Brandon Roy for Portland. Brandon Roy. He was our 1 of 1 in the last break. 45 out of 99 this time. Alex English on the old school Denver uniform. 6 out of 75. There he is again. That is Trey Young, 109 out of 125. Bobby Knight on the cracked ice. That's 6 out of 25. That is Dr. J. Gold. 10 out of 10 for Philadelphia. Gold Dr. J, 10 out of 10. Very nice. What is that? Gold stars, gold shimmer. Cam Jones on the auto, 42 of 99. Peja Stojakovic, 85 out of 199. Giannis, 47 out of 49. And that's box 7. 39 out of 149, Chaz Lanier. Box number 8. All right, my friends, here we go. Box number 8. Ryan Hampton, Purple Lasers, 48 out of 75. Maxime Renaud, 1 out of 65. That is Jaden Quintance, 12 out of 99 unleashed. Kalik House, orange, 77 out of 175. There's LaMarcus Aldridge, 19 out of 49. First auto is Noah Penda, going to Orlando on the Pen Pals. That is a non-numbered Pen Pals auto on card. Donnie Freeman, 29 out of 149. And that is Hugo Gonzalez. Hugo Gonzalez, 24 out of 49, cracked ice, fade to greatness auto. Xavier Lee, 121 out of 149. Nice auto for Boston right there. Joakim Noah, 18 out of 125. Zero Gravity, Derek Queen. That one is not numbered. Adrian Dantley for Utah, 4 out of 99. Our next auto, it's not an auto. That's a VJ Edgecombe on the Slammy. Slammy case hit, VJ Edgecombe. Nice hit for Philly. Nice hit for Philly. Hopefully we still get a nice downtown too. Baron Davis, 89 out of 175. On the Dragon, we got Spud Webb. Spud Webb. Jeremiah Fears. RJ Davis, 15 out of 125. Our last auto is Elijah Arenas, 9 out of 25 for the NIL. Might be our last, I'm not sure. Noah Askew, 19 out of 199. There's Thomas Sorber, 94 out of 135 on the Marvels. Yep, our last auto. It's our first half, guys. 8 more boxes to go. All right, box number 9. Box number 9. Christian Collins, 17 out of 175. Mercy Miller, that is 2 out of 149. First auto, Cedric Coward, red, that is 16 out of 75. Ryan Hampton, 193 out of 199. Pandora, Will Richard for the Golden State Warriors, 12 out of 15. Here's Bill Self, 41 out of 125. Alex Caravan on the NIL auto for the Yukon Huskies. 2 out of 10 gold auto. 2 out of 10. Alex Caravan. John L. Davis, 82 out of 99. Josan Sanan, 79 of 125. Rip Hamilton, 12 out of 75. Cannon Catchings, 14 out of 65. Asa Noel on the Elite Series, that is 98 out of 125. Baron Davis for Golden State, that is 65 of 175. That is Raven Johnson, 35 out of 35 on the green. 35 of 35. Will Riley on the auto for Washington, 23 out of 49. .144 out of 149, Olivia Miles. Cade Cunningham, 88 out of 99 on the swish. Box number 10. Sorry, Mick. Yeah. This is definitely a lot of NIL. There is a bunch of NBA. You'd be surprised how much there is. I was thinking the same way when I sorted the last one, that there wasn't much NBA, but then, I mean, the NBA hit pretty okay. But yeah, this is definitely, if you're into the NIL and you want to bid up that one, this is definitely something that does really well. All right, box number 10. VJ Edgecombe, 14 out of 99 for Philly. Walter Clayton Jr. for Utah. We got 102 out of 135. Winter Grady. That is 47 out of 175. Kevin Garnett. That's 23 out of 35. Jemai Mashak, 70 out of 99 for Memphis on the auto. Walter Clayton Jr. 50 out of 149, George Gervin for San Antonio. Lamar Odom, that's 118 out of 199 for the Lakers. Trey Young, 18 out of 75, Unleashed. Patrick Ewing on the Mojo, 87 out of 125. Hugo. Brandon Roy, 194 out of 199. Human highlight field film. Dominique Wilkins, 46 out of 99. Dusty May, 2 out of 65. Sarah Strong. Noah Penda on the orange, 45 of 175. Isaiah Thomas, 35 out of 149. Kingston Fleming on the auto, that is 63 of 75. That is a black lasers, 32 of 35. Kevin Garnett. Mika Murinen on the zero gravity, not numbered. LJ Cryer, 3 out of 125 for Golden State. And we have a driver's license auto here. License to drive of. That is Thomas Sorber. Thomas Sorber, 51 of 75 for OKC. Box number 11. All right, box number 11. I have no idea, my friends. Alex Tui for Golden State, 16 out of 75. Steve Nash. I've never been good at comping. Taylon Peters, 25 out of 175. Brandon Roy, that is 45 out of 149. First auto, Tyron Stokes, 14 out of 75. On the black lasers, we got Josan Sanon, 6 out of 35. Chris Mullen, 1 out of 125. That's Xavier Lee, 5 out of 10 on the gold auto. Xavier Lee. Meta World Peace. Kobe Sanders for the Clippers, 55 of 75. Christian Laettner, 77 of 99. Thomas Sorber, 43 of 125 on the Marvels. Hakeem the Dream, 16 out of 175. That is on the white Pandora, Donnie Freeman, not numbered. Jameer Watkins on the auto for Washington. That's a red auto to 75. 70 out of 75. 49 out of 149. There's Caleb Holtz. Doc Rivers, 136 out of 199. Cedric Coward, 3 of 99 on the zero gravity. Badabunde Olatun. Lou Williams, 56 out of 125. There's Derek Queen on the swish. Second, let me grab some more top loaders or penny sleeves. All right, there we go. Box number 12. Box number 12. All right, box number 12. Jalen Stewart, there's 12 out of 99. Net Marvels, 93 out of 135. Derek Queen. Cracked Ice, Jamai Mashak. 13 out of 25. Our auto, Chaz Lanier, going to Detroit, 6 out of 25. 6 out of 25 is our first auto. Chaz Lanier going to the Pistons. Kalik House, 53 out of 175. Four out of 149, Hakeem Olajuwon. That is Bogoluj Markovic, 194 out of 199. Cade Cunningham for Detroit, 63 out of 99 on the zero gravity. Dominique on the Mojo, 88 out of 125. Trey Young, 87 out of 99. Giannis, Gold Star, 11 out of 149. Fade to Greatness, Tyran Stokes for the NIL, 32 out of 75. Steve Kerr on the Black Mojo, Black Pandora, 7 out of 7. 7 out of 15 for Chicago. Cade Cunningham on the Swish. Kobe Bryant for Phoenix, 4 out of 125. Our auto is Nike Clifford for Sacramento. Nike Clifford for Sacramento on the auto. 75 out of 99. That's Lauren Betts for the NIL. UCLA Bruin National Champions, 15 out of 75. Pink Lasers. Box number 13. All right, box 13. There's a Salu Niang, 1 out of 75. On the green, this is Mercy Miller. Mercy Miller, thought this was numbered to 35. This one did not get numbered. Thought we had one of those to 35 earlier. Yeah. They forgot to number this, guys. That's an error. Trey Young, 85 out of 125. I'm going to put it with the 35, but it's not numbered. Spike Lee for the Knicks, 13 out of 49. Our next auto, KJ Adams, 25 of 25 for the NIL. KJ Adams, 25 of 25. Kobe Bryant, that is 76 of 149. Lance Stevenson, 93 of 199. Joan Behringer, 1 out of 135 for Minnesota on the Elite Series. Nick Van Exel for the Lakers, 112 out of 125. Malik Thomas, that is 72 of 99 for the NIL auto. 72 out of 99. Michael Reed, Dominique, Dirk Nowitzki, 21 out of 125. Doc Rivers, 30 out of 65. Winter Grady, 71 of 175. Tyson Chandler for the Knicks, that is 14 out of 149. Our next auto is a nice one. That's Mika Murinen for the NIL. Mika Murinen, that should be numbered to 99. 72 out of 99. LJ Cryer, 33 of 199. Meta World Peace, red, 71 of 99. Zero Gravity of Carter Bryant. Box number 14. All right, box number 14. Mercy Miller. That is 123 out of 125. JT Toppin. Dick Vitale, 41 out of 75. Noah Penda, 69 out of 175. Nikkei Clifford, that is 111 out of 149. First auto of this box, Braylon Mullings. That's an NIL, 17 out of 75. 17 out of 75. Jason Crow, 68 out of 199. Kyle Korver, 7 of 99. Trey Johnson. Brooks Barnheiser, 13 out of 125. Amen Thompson going to Houston on the auto. That is Amen Thompson blue, 46 out of 49. 46 of 49. Hakeem. We got Micah Peavy, 29 of 99. RJ Lewis, that is 60 out of 99. Spike Lee on the Black Lasers. Black Laser, 16 out of 35. That is Derek Queen, 38 out of 75 on the Unleashed. Jordan Smith, 48 out of 49. Bill Lambier for Detroit. That is 7 out of 10 on the gold. 7 out of 10 on the gold. Bill Lambier. Kobe Sanders for the Clippers. 35 out of 49. 35 of 49. Or 35 of 49. Kobe Sanders. Todd Golden, 61 of 149. Nate Robinson, 56 of 199. Walter Clayton Jr., 7 out of 25 on the Elite Series. 2 boxes to go. Still have a chance for a downtown. Hopefully we can get one. That's our last box. Here's our second to last box. Box number 15 right here. Here we go, box number 15. That is Lance Stevenson, Black Lasers, 20 out of 35 for Indiana. Trey Young on the zero gravity. And our downtown goes to the Chicago Bulls. Noah Eskew, downtown. There we go. Very nice. Brandon Roy, 57 out of 149. Patrick Ewing, 181 out of 199. Derek Queen on the Unleashed, 90 out of 125. Giannis on the Mojo, 101 out of 125. There's Nicolas Hamenya, 36 out of 99. Hakeem Olajuwon. That's 111 out of 175. Otega Owe, 170 out of 199. Walter Clayton Jr. on the Pen Pals. On card auto. Going to Utah. Very nice. Muggsy Bogues. There's a Babatunde, 24 out of 99. Isaiah Thomas color match, 33 out of 65. VJ Edgecombe, 88 out of 99 Elite Series. There's Jameer Watkins on the rated rookie. Talon Peters, 24 out of 175. Michaela Williams, 11 out of 49, NIL. Next auto, Cannon Catchings. Cannon Catchings, 9 out of 99 for the NIL. KJ Adams, 57 out of 149. And our last auto, Jordan Smith Jr. for the NIL, 35 of 75. Last box. Box number 16. After this box, we'll do a recap. Alright, here we go. John Calipari, 131 out of 149. Gino Auriemma, 169 out of 199. Noah Eskew, 101 out of 135 on the swish. Winter Grady, 78 out of 125. John Moran on the swish. There's Wei Lin, 19 out of 99. Christian Leitner, 104 of 125. Steve Nash, 13 out of 175. Steve Nash, again, 87 out of 149. Kevin Garnett on the Net Marvels auto, 11 out of 49. KG, that is going to Minnesota. And that was to 49. League. There's Sarah Strong, 41 of 49. Bogo, 134 out of 199. Pen pals for the Phoenix Suns, Rasheer Fleming. Rasheer Fleming, Pen pals auto. Michael Reed, red, 59 out of 99. And our last little stack, here we go. John Tonje, 18 out of 65. That is Carter Bryant, 22 out of 75 on the Net Marvels. Nicholas Abdalas, 115 out of 175. White Pandora, that is Zoom Diallo. Our last auto is Carlos Arroyo for the Miami Heat. And that is numbered to 99. See if I can flip it over, you all see. That is 95 out of 99. Alright, let me get this cleared off and these cards put away and we will recap. Alright, here we go, guys. Here's our recap to 199. I don't think Steph Curry's even in this, my friend. I'll be completely honest. You need to check the checklist, but I believe he is a Topps exclusive. So, alright, here we go, guys. I'm not going to read the names. I'm just going to go through the cards. You guys can see what you got. Those were to 199. When we get lower, then I'll go ahead and read the names. But right now, just way too many cards. These are 149. 149. To 135. to 125. Here's the first half. Starting saying the names now. Here we go. We got Leitner, Grady, Giannis, Queen, Barnheiser, Miller, Van Exel, Nowitzki, Young, Brea, Wilkins. There's Lou Williams, Sorber, Mullen, Cryer, Ewan, Newell, Self, Sanon, and Davis. That was the first half. Second half, we got Noah, O'Meara, Young, Stewart, Fears, Cunningham, Queen, Flemings, Nash, Abel, Hamilton, Robinson, Tonje, Trey Johnson III, Elliott Cadu, and Baron Davis. First half to 99. We got Red, Lynn, Ola Durtun, Edgecombe, Kamena, Luis, RJ Lewis, Peavy, Corver, Meta World Peace, Trey Young, Cunningham, Stewart, Coward, Leitner, Wilkins, Edgecombe, Cunningham, Davis, and Dantley. Second half to 99, Quintance, Peyton, Freeman, Thomas, Bogues, Lenborg, Thomas, that's Amen Thomas, Arenas, Fears, Lanier, Kukoc, Malak, and the Worm, Dennis Rodman. To 75, Carter Bryant, Derek Queen, Dick Vitale, Salu Nyang, Lauren Betts, Kobe Sanders, Alex Toohey, Trey Young, Rip Hamilton, Ryan Hampton, Alex English, Kayla House, Jamal Crawford, Kamal Malak, Spike Lee, Ian Johnson, Hanson Yang, John Calipari, Xavier Lee, Matthew Abel, Nike Clifford, Kyle Korver, Flory Bedinga, and Walter Clayton Jr. To 65, John Tonji, Isaiah Thomas, Doc Rivers, Dusty May, Cannon Catching, Maxime Renaud, Will Richard, Bobby Knight, Jerry Easter. Lumby's not in this set. Sarah Strong, Michaela Williams, Jordan Smith, Spike Lee, LaMarcus Aldridge, Giannis, JT Toppin, Elijah Arenas, Dusty May, Spike Lee, Tahad Pettiford, Bernard King, and Amen Thompson. These are the 35. Lance Stevenson, Spike Lee, Jason Sanon, Kevin Garnett, Raven Johnson, and Mercy Miller. Should have been numbered to 35, but not numbered. To 25, Walter Clayton Jr., Jemai Mashak, Bobby Knight, and Kareem Lopez. To 10, we got Steve Kerr, Will Richard, and Isaiah Thomas. I'm sorry, those were to 15. To 10, Bill Lambier, Julius Irving, Elliott Cadu, and Dan Hurley. Our short prints: Zoom Diallo, Donnie Freeman, Spud Webb, Micah Peavy, Brandon Roy, Brooks Barnheiser, and Amari Williams. Alright, our autos. Here come the autos. To 99, Carlos Arroyo, Cannon Catching, Mika Murnan, Malik Thomas, Nike Clifford, Jemai Mashak, Cam Jones, Brandon Roy, Ryan Hampton, Trey Johnson, Sion James. To 75, Jordan Smith Jr., Braylon Mullings, Tyron Stokes, Jameer Watkins, Tyron Stokes, Kingston Fleming, Thomas Sorber on the license to drive, Cedric Coward, Braylon Mullings, Cam Jones, Jeremiah Fears, Micah Peavy, Noah Eskew, VJ Edgecombe. 249, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Sanders, Amen Thompson, Chaz Lanier, Will Riley, Hugo Gonzalez, Gary Payton, Mark Few, Ryan Nebhart, and Bernard King. To 25, KJ Adams, Elijah Arenas, Trey Young, Noah Penda, Matthew Abel, Alex Constanza. To 10, we got Xavier Lee, Alex Caravan, and Amari Stottlemyre. Our 3 pen pal on-card autos, Rasheer Fleming, Walter Clayton Jr., and Noah Penda. Our 3 hits of the break. Downtown, Noah Eskew going to the Chicago Bulls. Slammy, VJ Edgecombe for the Philadelphia 76ers. And Jeremiah Fears, License to Drive, Uno de Uno, 1 of 1. There's your break, my friends. Appreciate you all for sticking it out. That's a long break. There's a lot of cards, and I appreciate you all. Hope to see you all next time. Have yourself a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Peace.